Our movie begins with Rebecca meeting Tom while living with her father by the sea and falling in love with a happy boy she dreams about day and night, seeking to spend all of her time with, hiding from the rain, wandering by the water, and having sleepovers. The children are approaching each other. After returning home, the girl the girl caressed her belly, envisioning the boy kissing her. When the children discover a little snail, they have fun with it. Everything is forgotten. The girl informs Tom that her mother has accepted a job in Tokyo and that they must depart. Bidding farewell to her, the boy kisses Rebecca goodbye. He calls the girl later and says he wants to see her depart and offer her a parting gift. She waits for him at the ferry the next day, but he does not arrive. Rebecca completed her education in 12 years. She recently graduated from university and is returning to see Tom. After meeting the parents, she discovers his residence and visits her beloved. He had a girlfriend at the time, but he constantly remembered his boyhood love for her and still felt for her. The man drives away. Tom met this girl not long ago. They're spending all of their time together. They are as pleased as they were before. They recall receiving a call from 12 years ago. The girl attempts to comprehend the rationale for this. The dude didn't come to look her off. He had merely overslept and had missed the opportunity to present her. A snail with a loving note for a year was his farewell present. The boy had been feeding and caring for the snail before putting it in a matchbox. The gentleman stated he needed to leave for a few days during one of their romantic walks. He is a member of an environmental protest group planning an attack on a human and animal cloning clinic. The guy is ready to go, having prepared his gear and equipment, as well as cockroaches to create fear and action posters. Rebecca does not want to be apart from him and agrees to a combined excursion out of town. After walking a few yards away from their car, the girl requests that the car be stopped so she can use the restroom. She hears a horrifying sound as she turns around. The girl is shocked to see Tom's body lying nearby. He had been struck by a fast-moving van that had passed by, taking the life of her lover. The girl's depressed. She notices the flower pollen and cloning, which permits a person to have a second life. After spending the entire day looking at his images after visiting the guy's grave, the girl calms Ralph down after meeting with the guy's father and informs him that she has a plan. When she meets with Judith, she offers to exhume their son's body so that he can be cloned. The girl is ready to give birth, but she needs Tom's parents' approval because she considers herself to be the Antichrist. The woman is still not. For such, Rebecca is asked not to do this since it is blasphemy. A desperate father signs the documents in secret, allowing the child to carry out her plan to keep the deceased's mother from learning about it. In a few days, the family intends to depart the city. Following the artificial insemination procedure, Rebecca gives her lover a second life. Rose, who used to work in a human cloning clinic, understands her plan and decides to keep quiet about it. Soon, through cesarean section, the girl gives birth to a gorgeous son and names him Tom while caring for a newborn child by cesarean section. She keeps the origin hidden and shields him from all enemies. Finds as he grows older that his prototype was his own father, who died shortly before his birth. As the youngster grows older, he begins to meet ladies and spend more time away from home. Rebecca isn't fond of it because Tom is getting more and more like her ex-boyfriend. The mom begins to have unforgettable feelings for her kid. It becomes increasingly difficult for her to control herself. He doesn't want to because he knows one of the girls is a clone. Continuing to interact with her copies are kids who have been prejudiced by both their parents. During the parent-teacher meeting, peers and their parents, Rebecca's mother warns about this and tells her to keep away from the clones and not date with them. Rose soon spots a mother out walking with her son. Knowing her secret, she tells other mothers about it. As a result, no one shows up for the boy's birthday party. Their parents have forbidden their children from visiting the clone. In order to protect her kid, the mother refuses to inform him why his birthday was forgotten. Dismissing the parents of his contemporaries, Rebecca decides to move closer to the water because she fears the kid will become an outcast. She is adjusting to her new home. They stay together and spend all of their time alone. Tom begins to distance himself from his mother after meeting a neighbor boy, but she is unconcerned, recognizing that there wants to speak with his peers. Allowing her kid himself on the sand while playing with him, she feels the passion that emerges within him, anticipating the boy's next moves. Because the boy cannot understand such emotions, he dismisses everything as a game. Tom has a girlfriend, which makes his mother jealous. She can't talk about her sentiments because she's a mother and a lady in love, so she suppresses them. Discover that Monica will be living with them. Rebecca becomes enraged with her son, but she avoids telling him about it. Following in the footsteps of his prototype, The man studies biology and wishes to become an animal, a rights activist who spends every waking moment with his girlfriend. This causes him to wander away from his mother. The woman grows despondent, refuses to speak to her son, and refuses to leave her room despite Monica's morning run. The mother seizes the opportunity and enters her son's room. The woman cuddles and crawls beneath the blankets. He grips her buttocks but quickly realizes this is his mother, not Monica. When the girl returns from her run, she misses the woman lurking beneath the covers and makes advances toward the guy. He was adamant about not doing it in front of his mother. Tom takes his lady to the bathroom, and she listens while her son makes love to the girl. Rebecca is jealous of Monica's relationship with her son, which is rapidly worsening. The following day, the boy is walking by the water and bringing a fishing net. In an attempt to cheer up his mother, the man begins kissing her. Both of them have old feelings resurface, and they realize they won't be able to control themselves. A strange sensation, similar to a former life memory, the man, causing him to doubt himself. Monica's envious of her lover and concerned about their connection as she observes what is going on. The guy eventually meets Judith. On the threshold, the real Tom's mother is stunned and speechless. Rebecca realizes she has cloned her kid and says her goodbyes, feeling deja vu, and recognizes the prototype's mother and believes he has been duped. Going insane, he asks questions to which he has no answers. The tension among the family is always building, pushing them to the brink of insanity, and they consider such circumstances intolerable. Monica dumps him and abandons him with his mother. Tom demands an explanation because the woman who approached him on the doorstep looked familiar. Rebecca tells him about her childhood and how she fell in love with a boy when she was a little kid. She went to Tokyo for a while, then returned and continued their relationship after a horrible accident. She could not forget the man who had died. Tom is baffled by what is going on and refuses to believe his mother's words. Removing an old laptop after discovering old images of Tom with his parents, Rebecca presents them to her kid. The man realizes he is a clone and begins to live for the second time. While in a state of shock and bewilderment, the copy does not know what to do next, how to live, and how to deal with his mother now. Grabbing the woman by her hair, he throws her on the bed and climbs on top, kissing Rebecca's lips. The man feels emotions and feelings that have been living deep inside giving into them. He forcibly takes the woman. She also does not resist. Her hand reveals that she has never been in a relationship with a male. Tom, later, returns to his senses and recognizes what he's done, embracing his mother's actions. He's packing his things and intends to abandon her forever. Before that, man blames everything on Rebecca and leaves the house. Is overjoyed since Tom gave her something she had always desired before he left. Finally, a woman will be able to have a child with the man she loves. We hope that you enjoy your time and have a good day. Good day.